Good morning. The day came to meet the whole family, living and the dead. Early in the morning, cars started turning up. More and more cars, more and more family members. I woke up, sort of hung about, waiting to see what was going to happen. Eventually, we all moved up the road in cars to the village where her father, my fiance's father, grew up. It's beautiful, really. I mean, little houses, very traditional, wooden roofs, piles of bamboo everywhere, ladies washing vegetables in the pond, ladies washing cutlery in the pond, ladies washing clothes in the pond, all talking to each other. We walked through the village and then up over a hill through all this overgrown stuff, and we arrived at some tombstones on the side of the hill. The family started lighting incense sticks and walking to each tombstone, bowing their heads. Then they let off a mountain of firecrackers. Mountain. You had to take cover. There were so many explosions. It was so loud, unbelievably loud, but I guess that's what they do. They also gave bowls of fish, rice, and also wine to each tombstone. It was the tombstones of my fiance's grandparents, so her parents' parents. They died, I think it was only 2012, it said, 5 years ago. 5 or 6 years ago. Also, they burn piles of money. Ceremonial money, not real money, but a huge pile of money, yellow money, in front of each tombstone. And we stand around and sort of look after the fire because, quite frankly, the amount of dry bush around the place, it's amazing the whole place didn't burn on fire, but yeah. Burned a big pile of money in front of the graves. Then we all walked back to the family home, and her mother prepared lunch, big family lunch. My fiance had told me that the number one family member which I had to impress a good impression upon was her father's older brother, who I met and said ni hao, and and he asked me what my plans were in the future, what my future plans were, whether I was planning to live in Wuhan or plan to live outside of China. And of course I told him I'd like to stay in Wuhan because to be surrounded by so many family members, you don't want to cause any kind of debate. I just agree with whatever they want me to do. So anyway, the time came to sit down. About 20 family members all sat around a big table, 2 big round tables, and her mother cooks everything herself. It's absolutely amazing. Unbelievable to be able to cook over 20 dishes per table, and for it all to arrive with such frequency that you're able to eat hot food all the time, and it's new dishes. Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable to imagine how is that possible, but she does it and it's delicious. I love it, I really love it. I'm gonna have to tell her today. Today we're going home, back to Wuhan, and I'm gonna tell her how much I love her cooking. Hopefully she'll be happy. I'm sure she'll be happy. It's one thing that amazes me. Living in China for so long, one thing you realize is that everybody in China knows their place. Everybody knows their place. Everybody knows what's expected from them in life, their whole life. They know exactly who they are in their family, they know their position, they know their responsibilities, and they know exactly what's expected of them. And that amazes me. You can say what you like about collectivism, good or bad, but personally I think it's refreshing to have support of everybody around you and to have a clear idea of what it is, your purpose in life. I know in the West we're all about freedom and choice, but quite often having too many choices blinds us to what we're supposed to choose. A lot of people in the West, I feel, are lost. They've lost the point of life. They don't understand what they're supposed to do. They have too many choices. I know a lot of Chinese people feel pressure to fulfill the roles, that they're given by their families to be the person that they're expected of. And yeah, okay, that's normal life. But I think it makes life a lot easier for many of them who don't have to worry about who they are, what their choices are. It's decided for them, and you can say that's a good thing or a bad thing, but quite often I prefer to have something decided for me. Some things should be decided for you. It just makes life easier. Just get on with life. Focus on the important things like love and relationships and having a family.